got any more coming in here for Thanksgiving? Hello, everyone. Hello out there. Feast your eyes on our holiday turkey.
Oh, Lord, that
turkey
is
getting
definitely
at it.
not our holiday turkey.
That's
Lord.
well, it's not twerking anymore. We ate it.
No.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
yeah. Look at it. Shake.
No.
Look at
Hey,
it.
Ginia, nice to see
Shake
you.
that healthy rump. Baby got back. Hello, Martin. What's up? Virginia. How you guys doing? Lonely Bob. Lonely Bob, that's a delicious, delicious turkey. Hello, my friends. Nelson, Steve Rickyberg. We have at least our turkey didn't look like the turkey on the right. The
Yeah,
COVID
boss,
head
I
turkey.
agree with you. That is that is freaky. Is exactly how to say that. I almost prefer the COVID head turkey, except for the COVID guys.
But look how plump that turkey
Oh,
rump
my
is.
goodness
Got it all
gracious.
plump in the rump. What's up? Everybody loves our creepy twerking turkey. Fantastic.
Easy for you to say.
Baby, you ready to say hi to
I
everybody?
guess so. Does that mean I no longer can see the twerking turkey?
Well, I'll bring
ready.
it back. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody!
Hello, friends.
Hello, friends. Hello. Thank you for joining us on this lovely, wonderful, the best Thanksgiving ever.
I love that my brother is in this chat room. I'm still mad about Stretch Armstrong, which was last Tuesday's conversation.
And those of you getting in late, let's just take one last quick peek at the Sigler holiday turkey.
Oh, Lord.
Worked that rump. There we go. All right, getting back to it.
I don't even think that wings work that way. I don't think they can. I don't think they can do that.
Why
To
you
be fair,
gotta
I can't do that with my right arm, so that's with my own tuchus. So
That's true. You got a bad wing.
I
though.
got a bad wing though. Yeah. What are you
Hello,
gonna do?
everybody. Welcome. We think this is gonna be a very fun show. It's gonna be a very laid back show. We are full of turkey and other accoutrements of the dinner.
We were gonna have pie, but we're too full for pie.
We're too. For now, after the show, I'm gonna eat a bunch. But just hang out with us. We primarily did this Thursday in case people are stranded, isolated, etc. Can't
and if
do
you
the
guys
thing.
all did the right thing that like we did, where we stayed home instead of going to see my folks, that kind of thing. Why not hang out with your pals?
Samore gets 20 experience points because
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Very
Welcome
nice.
to the Sigler Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. I am
Lord's sake.
delighted when people come up with clever stuff. We forgot to do all of our lovely mutual adorations and whatnot, but you look great.
Thanks. We always smooch right before we start.
We do. Well, let's talk about the Sig Locktail that neither one of us are drinking right now. But real quick, here's our Sig Locktail. Well, I don't even know why I'm showing this because the Sig Locktail was a Sazerac. Maybe I just wanted an excuse to show the friends cheersing each other. So cheers to you, baby.
Cheers to you as well. I will tell you the reason we're not drinking the Sazerac today is that I do most of the cooking because it's my hobby. And,
Gordy. Yep.
So I cooked and then cleaned up, and then we had wine with dinner, and then I started to put the Christmas tree together, assemble the ornaments and whatnot, and ran out of time. Scott's not having a Sazerac because on Tuesday,
Scott got
Sazerac. Yeah.
Scott got Sazerac.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm going to move this mic over here a little bit. It did not go well, you guys. It did not go well. The Sazerac is a delicious drink. And as usual, Abe puts those drinks up every Monday at scottsigler.com. Also at YouTube, if you search for A.B. Sigler. Is that right?
Yep, A.B. Sigler. And we are, on Tuesday, we're going to be having a champagne cocktail. So you might want to get some champagne and a tiny bottle of Saint Germain. And we're going to make a Saint Germain cocktail. That's going to be Tuesday.
Yes, Melissa. The traditional Thanksgiving teams of Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys put in absolutely humiliating performances that made me angry through almost all of Thanksgiving Day until Abe brought out dinner. I'm like, okay, I can lighten up. But Dallas stanked it up today big time. You guys, what a show we've got. Thanksgiving is amazing. We've got Siglebrations. We've got A Secret History is Urkel's Stunt Double. We've got Junkie Pet Picks. We've got Junkie Picks. We've got What We Are Thankful For. We have, and of course, our 16th annual and treasured Turkey Gif Roulette. Is it roulette? It's roulette, right?
No, it's definitely roulette, but that was not on the script that I put in.
Well,
that was not on the script.
It's in there now. This Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, will be. Let me get more. I forgot
Sunday
to
or
this
Saturday?
up. Saturday. Well, Sunday we have the final episode
Sunday.
The final episode of Nocturnal is the second half of the Q&A. You guys should tune in for that. But let's see. What we really have coming up, which is going to be great, is we got the Karate Kid. Mm-hmm. And this is the Karate Turkey laying a smacketh down. You shouldn't have come into my backyard. You knew what would happen. Take that, jabroni. Eat some grass. And now we'll get rid of that. This is part of the Turkey Gif Roulette. It's all going to be all over the place. We're going to be watching. We've already watched The Karate Kid. Watch it again. We're going to be talking about The Karate Kid Saturday, November 28th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Joining us, as always, will be the Empty Set movie maven Rob Otto, who
Mr.
has
Miyagi,
a lot.
Mr. Miyagi.
And I will be making a lot of general monosyllabic Miyagi noises. Hey, and many, many things. We watched it again. It was absolutely delightful. Let's get back to Maine. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to get started with Turkey Gif Roulette.
Lord.
Here we go. Turkey Gif Roulette number 1. Let's see what we hit the can you make the random noise of the search?
Assuredly cannot.
There you go. There's our random turkey gif.
Okay.
Number 1. People dressed in a big turkey costume saying eat me. I'll read it to you in case you can't see it for yourself. They say eat me. And these are not good turkey costumes, Joshua. They're not very good at all. Not very good at all. And, I forgot. We have a couple other little things. We have...
I have no idea.
The latest Nocturnal, then the episode a week from Sunday will be the first episode of GFL Book 6, The Gangster, free podcast. And then next week on Tuesday, we're going to have Ray Porter on as a guest. Mm-hmm. And next week on Thursday, we will have the Shred-tastic Sevi Wada on, who is the guitar player for both Evan Dime in the Library and our side project, Super Weapon, which we're going to be talking about Thursday. We're going to be talking about the creative process and taking a break from your main creativity, going into another creativity, and how all the things that can do, and finally having a little bit of fun with music and things along those lines. Mm-hmm. Babe, we gotta go to SIGLErations. You ready?
We do. So we only have a couple of SIGLErations. One is a past due one. I realized that our friend Crystal Gilbert had an birthday on the 15th of November, and we missed it. So happy birthday to you, Crystal. I hope it was great. And then a little bit of a preemptive one, since by the time we come back on Tuesday, he will have a birthday. So happy birthday to you.
What?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
He has a birthday on Monday, so he's part of our SIGLErations this week. If you guys have anything that you want to celebrate, you want to show your great Thanksgiving dinner, you want to show that dog ate your turkey, whatever, send that to info@emptyset.com. And we are still working on, you guys did great around Halloween. I have a zillion Halloween things to show, but keep sending in whatever you want to do. We'll share so that we're all kind of hanging out and getting through this together.
Danny Baker is informing me I need to enunciate Ray Porter because he is an audiobook narrator. It is not rape order. Rape order. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for pointing that out. You know what? Dana Lynn just got here. You know what she hasn't seen? Dana Lynn has not seen our family turkey. What? Oh, snap. Check it out, Dana Lynn. That's a delicious, juicy turkey. We had this at Sigler for Thanksgiving. What's up? Okay, back to the main. Now, we're going to get to our sponsor right away. But first, baby, you know what time it is?
I don't. I just noticed your very marked up script. I'm like, wow, I don't mark anything on my script.
It is Turkey Gif Roulette number 2.
Oh, gosh.
Let's see what we got here.
I mean...
We're
not ready for this.
Hit the wheel.
Okay.
I don't know what this is either. But
Saturday Night Live, almost assuredly. Wow.
I think it's a funny skit. I don't even know what the punchline is. I assume he brought his turkey wife home for Thanksgiving, would be my guess.
That would be my guess.
Or they're going to slaughter that person. I don't know. That's number 2. We have 4 more to go. We're only 10 minutes into the show.
Good, you guys.
Yeah. May not wind up being a full hour, but we'll see. Once we get done, you guys can kvetch to us about your family troubles, your lack of family troubles, your Thanksgiving troubles, your lack of Thanksgiving troubles, anything you want. But we're going to get to the funny quick.
I don't think that you can probably complain about the turkey gift, though.
I don't think so. The turkey give is great. Speaking of things that are great, baby, let's take a look at our sponsor.
Oh, I love this sponsor.
Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, baby. Tell them what they've won.
So if you guys weren't here on Tuesday or you're somehow unfamiliar with how awesome Dolly Parton is, she started this charity years ago as a tribute to her dad, who never learned to read and write his life. Yes. She started it in 1995 in her home county of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and now it's global. It's in 6 countries around the world. They give away over 1 million books a month. And what it is if you sign up your child gets a book a month, 1 book every month from the time you sign up until the time they I think they turn 5, they start kindergarten, whatever it is, so that they amass a library and a love of reading before they ever start learning in a school setting kind of thing. So this one is a wonderful, wonderful charity. Dolly Parton, there was a tweet sometime last week, which is like, I think we should have a new form of government where we just pay all our taxes to Dolly Parton and let her figure it out. And I'm not so sure that's a bad idea.
It's a great charity. This is wonderful. And she continues to be, she should be beatified. Is that right?
Yeah, well, Jim, yes. It is.
I
just don't know if she's Catholic. Beatified.
You have to be a particular religion to become a saint?
Yes.
That's a crock. That's not fair.
Well, still true.
That's totally not.
What I will say about all of this Imagination Library is it's great. If you look on this website, there's a lot of pictures of Dolly on it, and no matter what she's wearing, even in that one, wherever she was there, About Us. Yeah.
Okay.
She always looks like Mrs. Claus, which is not a thing I would have expected from Dolly Parton, but she's in, like vests and not anything too sequiny because she's working. So it's sort of fun.
You know what I've learned here today?
What?
If that's what Mrs. Claus looks like, no wonder Santa only goes out one night a year.
Yeah, well, and does all his job. I have one job, I have one night to do it, and then I'm staying home with Mama.
And when I travel faster than the speed of light, I got to get back home to Mama. Did you see Mama? I got to get back home. To Dolly.
Hey, Sandy, nice to see you.
Oh, snap. You know what time it is, baby?
I still don't.
It's
apparently turkey gift time.
It's time for Turkey Gif Roulette number 3.
Oh, Lord.
Baby, right here. Let's go. Let's put you on the camera right here. Spin the imaginary wheel. Ready? And go ahead.
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm definitely grabbing the wine. Oh, Lord sakes.
This is the best. I mean, we've done this for 15 years, the Turkey Gif Roulette. This is clearly the best one. There's no question. This is...
Gifts are 15 years old.
Oh, I think they are. They're very old. I invented those as well as many other wonderful, wonderful things. First, you know what? Rob's right. You know what?
What?
Dolly can be the first saint of the Church of Siglerism. I mean, the second.
It's not you. Oh, I was going to say.
Let's be honest, people. I look cherubic. I look like an angel. I mean, you can almost see the wings coming out of my back.
Oh, Lord.
It's hard to be.
I'm with Chloe, sister.
Yeah.
I also regret having eyes after that last gift.
It's hard to be as holy as me. It really is. To be as spiritual, devout, divine, one with the universe, attuned to the Kismet grand order of things.
Apparently, if you have 2 breakfasts and 2 turkey dinners, and then you take a quick nap, I get full of beans.
I took a 20-minute nap. That's what she calls our dog, full of beans. Speaking of dogs, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I have this queued up correctly. I think I do. It's time for one of the things that A and I give thanks for. It's time for the pup date. This isn't our pup, but this is random Turkey Gif Roulette number 4. Look how happy this dog, this turkey's like, man, you don't understand. You come at me, I'm acting like you're going to try and kill me. I'm defending my life. And the dog's like, you're great. Yay, let me run circles around you. You're awesome. I love this gift. It's a great gift. All right, now let's get this off here.
Also, that would be neither one of our dogs.
No, that turkey outweighs our dog significantly.
And your dog would be like 60 feet away, and my dog would be about that far away from the turkey, but barking and cowering.
Let's take a look. Pup date number 1. Who will be watching us throughout the rest of the segment is none other than Squeaks, dressed up in her astronaut pajamas.
Yeah, her little Galaxy PJs.
And then this is maybe the best picture A's ever taken of Reese Piece. Look at that little sweet pickle. See all the little crinkles in her nose and whatnot. Just a sweet, sweet pickle. She's been a good girl all day long. Did they get some turkey, baby?
They did.
Oh,
every year on Thanksgiving, they get a little. They normally get mostly dry a dry kibble, and they get a tiny little bit of wet food that's good for their whatever their knee supplements are.
Okay.
And today they got their kibble and turkey.
Nice.
They're big fans. Big fans.
All right, let's get rid of our pups and let's go to now. It's time for one of my favorite parts of the show. It's the pup show. These are pets of Junkies.
Yeah, and this is actually all one pet because I couldn't pick a single one. This is Shannon Chavarria and Jennifer Sherwood's deceased pup. This is Banks. Banks was a rescue, was the only, I think, hang on, let me read it, is one of only 12 dogs that survived a puppy mill, a large puppy mill that was shut down near where they live. From being stuck in a cage his entire life, his back legs became malformed. He couldn't walk well, so he waddled or drug his hindquarters. When I saw him, I fell in love, but we were scared that we wouldn't be able to take care of a dog which had such special needs. But I could, and I couldn't leave him no matter what it took. He became my best furry friend. So we have a couple more pictures of it. So that's Banks and Jennifer Sherwood. Look at how cute he is. I want to know, like, why he had this broad, he had this great big, broad, sexy chest. What was going on there?
He looks ripped. He's like the Hulk or the Rock, just
the
striated pecs. He's like, hey, we're going to go move some weights. You want to join us? Me and Mom are going to move some weights. It's great.
What a sweet boy he was.
And then that looks like
why does he have that giant rib cage? He's such a cute petite.
It's to get them reps, man. You got to get them, get after them gains.
Look at Squeaky in the frame going like, Mother, I am the cutest. I'm the only dog you need. You don't need to call any other dog cute.
Why are you looking at the other dogs, Mother? You don't need them, do you, Mother? You only need me, Mother. You
what
only
are you talking about? He doesn't
need
He does,
me.
Maria, look like he's wearing a sweater vest. He sort of does.
Who does? I does?
No.
The
Banks,
dog?
yes.
A sweater vest with a hood and a nose? I don't get it.
Wow.
I don't get it. Right, going back to Maine. Baby. Baby.
Oh,
Spin that wheel. Spin it.
Oh, it's turkey gift.
Spin it.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it.
I'll carve you, you prick. You bring me for Thanksgiving, I'll bring you son of a bitch. You and your family are going down. It's not going to be me this year. It's going to be you.
I love this. This is a very good gift.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes. And this is not the Sigler turkey because we would have taken this one back. Yes.
Too violent?
Well, I'm not. Let's have a moment. Marital discussion. Baby, if we bring home food that is wielding a knife, like, we can go get other food. We don't need that. We don't need that heat in the house.
Why would we ever pick it up?
Well, because it hid the knife in the back. Like, you go to the grocery store, and then you wheel stuff out to the car, you put it in the car, you bring in, and all of a sudden you look in the kitchen, there's that bag, and there's just a knife sticking out of it, or a spear. Sometimes they use spears. Crossbows are rarer, but do happen. You want to watch out for turkeys with spears and ducks with knives.
Y'all will be surprised to know that Scott has not been drinking at all today.
No.
This is like a tryptophan thing happening here. I don't know, because I'm the one who's been drinking and cooking. He's just been eating and tryptophaning.
Gotta get me some more of that tryptophan.
It's almost as good as that bread I sniffed last week. Gotta get some more of that tryptophan. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we're going to Junkie Picks as another thing that, of course, we are ever thankful and grateful for. All of you who choose to spend this time with us, and just people in general who buy books and keep me in tryptophan and homemade bread.
Yeah, we do have a couple of fun junkie photos here. This is as you go. Yeah, that's okay, no problem.
Okay, good.
This is Lisa Tryon. You guys know we've been featuring Lisa's Halloween costumes, and we're not done yet. This is, I'm guessing, I'm not exactly sure if this is an elfin princess, or she didn't tell me what everyone was, but she looks quite a lot like she could be part of Lord of the Rings, or maybe just a fairy.
I like she got the kind of the gold makeup on the inside of the eye right there. That
and
it ties it all.
Yeah.
It's like the rug in The Big Lebowski. It ties the whole thing together.
Ties the whole outfit together. It sure does. So I love this. We do have a handful more from her, and I can't wait. This I love. This is Lisa Sutton. This was actually, she sent this in as a Siglerbration, but I thought there were enough musicians in the group who would really appreciate this. Was why she sent it in. She said, a couple of my bandmates have to be uber cautious about COVIDity, so we haven't been able to rehearse in person. We tried to video conference. Our keyboardist, Holly, who you can see there in the middle, threatened many specific ways she was going to murder us for making her try to overcome her technical difficulties. She was driven to drinking and then drinking some more, as were we all. So they were going to add a bandmate. They finally figured out a software that would work for them, and this is a screen grab from their first rehearsal, and the band is called Dead Man's Switch, based out of Austin.
I love it.
And this is their first rehearsal in 8 months.
So, Lisa, I would love to know if you can just throw an email to info@emptyset how that rehearsal went with lag time and everything else. Seeing as so much of music is being in time together, and any delays or any weird echoing would screw that up. So, I'd love to know how it goes.
And
Love
that's
how it
exactly
went.
why what she said in the email she sent along with that photo was that she wanted to share in case anybody else misses their musical collaborations and friends. Hey, Shannon, we just got Boo featuring Banks. You're going to have to watch
go
it
back
when it's
and-
done. He's
but
so cute
what
with
we
his
do-
little furry sweater vest.
What we do have to show Shannon that Shannon will have a great appreciation for
Oh, Lord.
is our opening the Thanksgiving turkey.
It
The
is the
Sigler's Thanksgiving turkey. It's really working it.
It's actually
Work
the
it. Are you
Thanksgiving
gonna work-
twerky.
This Thanksgiving twerky. Let's go back to Junkie Pictures. And then we have...
So this, Melissa is in the chat room. She sent this morning. And if you see, she sent us a personalized Happy Thanksgiving
come
Siglers. Isn't that
on.
the
Very
cutest
nice.
thing ever? And I was like, cool, I'm
Thank
putting
you
that
very
in. It's
much.
very, very cool.
Thank you very much. And then we have...
It's one of those things I don't often get we don't go out a lot. People keep asking, especially like when you're talking to relatives you haven't talked to in a while, asking us how married life is.
It's
and we're
great.
like,
It's fucking
it's great. I mean, it's a lot like the same every day because we don't go out and we don't travel, we don't do anything. So it's every once in a while it's a surprise when like I get a piece of mail or something that says the Siglers. It's kind of fun.
Kind of fun. Turn off your ringer there, will you, babe? All right,
sorry
thank you.
about
No
that.
worries. Go back to Junkie
No, that's
Pictures.
not me.
Isn't it?
Going back to Junkie Pictures. So this is, like I said, this is Melissa Masucci. Happy Thanksgiving to us. This is artwork. Kim Hansen's. This is her unique talent. She said she doesn't do videos, but she sent the next two pieces. We'll look at this and we'll look at the next piece of artwork. This is a mosaic, I think. This is a physical mosaic, which is gorgeous.
Did she actually cut this tile out and whatnot?
It looks like it.
Holy cats, that's a
Glass,
lot of work.
glass. It's glass.
Glass.
Yep.
Wow, impressive.
And then the next one we'll see is also her work, and this is a line portrait, a pencil portrait of. She makes pet portraits, and colored pencil art, which
What
is
a
that.
sweet. That's
Isn't
good
that
pup.
amazing?
That's a good pup.
Yeah.
So this is like Pup Date plus unique talents.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Plus junkie updates, kind of.
Junkie updates. Here we go. And then
And then this is Robin Taylor. Of course, she sent this in only because we're about to do Karate Kid this
Yeah,
weekend,
yeah.
and so she was like, "Maybe I'll send you in case you want." This is me at a Comic-Con with Martin Cove. This one time I met Martin Cove at Comic-Con.
Martin Cove, who was the dojo, right? He ran the dojo.
He did.
Okay. Well, we'll talk more about him another time. And then we're back to this. Let's get back to Maine, and then let's get the camera back on me. There we go.
Oh, good, Melissa. I practiced. I always try and practice, and I mostly get it wrong, so that's good. She said I pronounced her last name correctly.
Excellent. Baby, guess what time it is? Guess what
I'm
time
gonna
it is?
guess it's turkey gift time.
Spin that wheel, beautiful. Let's go.
Oh, Lord.
Spin it.
sakes.
Ding, 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 dong, ding, ding. Oh,
Oh no. Oh,
Thanksgiving
no.
came in like a wrecking ball, y'all.
That's fucked up. I'll pay the $1. Is that bread?
I guess so.
What is?
It's just random rolls or hot dog buns that they tried to cook. And, well, you know what? That dinner was going fine until Miley Turkey Cyrus showed up. Turkey Cyrus showed up with like a wrecking ball and
There
ruined
is
everything.
zero chance that Miley Turkey Cyrus did that on her own. I mean, zero chance.
That
She
looks
don't-
like
she
a
ain't
lot
got
of
no feet.
That's
She
a
ain't got
lot
no
of swinging
feet.
weight, though. I mean, come on, that's like a 20-pound turkey and a 50-pound wrecking ball. Rob says came in like a butterball. Let's go to the chat room for a moment. Rob says came in like a butterball. Gobbles, and I just pretty much wanted to have an excuse to put gobbles up here somewhere because
Okay.
it is Thanksgiving. You know we're
It
gonna
is-
we're
it's
gonna do
a
this
turkey
again.
gift, kind of.
Well, it's our 27th annual Christmas gift
Oh, Lord.
roulette is coming up
Lord.
very soon. Why isn't it roulette?
Why is it a fillet but not a wale?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Roulette is a French word, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm asking a questions that she can't. You can't.
Well, I
handle
mean,
the
like
truth.
the way you say weekend in French is weekend. So
Real quick, is that accurate?
it's over. Yeah,
It's
we're
over.
done.
It's already gone. It's already gone. All right, cool. Let's get back to Maine. Ladies and-
Lord.
Oops, sorry. Here we
Oh,
go.
Lord.
We only have one turkey roulette left. I don't know what the picture's going to be. I just hit the random wheel, the Giphy wheel, and what comes up is completely beyond. There's no way of knowing.
I mean,
There's just no way of knowing.
He completely knows. He chose them. He edited it to the script. The script didn't have any of that in it.
You
there was
people
none of that.
heard her spin the wheel. You saw her spin the wheel. It's random. It's
But you
completely
guys-
randomized. But first, we have to have a serious discussion about A's past as Urkel's stunt double. So A's mom sent the most random thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom, we went and sat at my parents' backyard yesterday, 15 feet apart or whatever, apart or whatever.
15 far to Pete.
Yeah, exactly. And had a little hour-long visit with them. And my mom, since this is a not typical visit, we haven't seen them all year, and we couldn't get anywhere near them. And my mom is quite compromised, so it was a very strict masks all the time. She put together a little, I've been cleaning up since we've been stuck in the house all summer. I've been cleaning up. I have some of your stuff. I put it in a bag for you.
Mm-hmm.
And as we're leaving and gathering up stuff, she says, "Oh yeah, hey, you remember your suspenders? I found your suspenders." And I was like, "What?"
Suspenders.
Exactly. And I did that. I made that face
Did
like,
I
"What?"
wear that?
And she's like, yeah, you remember your suspenders. They have buttons. I'm like, you mean my TGI Fridays flare? You have kept my TGI Fridays flare for 23 years? And she's like, no, yours says let me get it. She kept my TGI Fridays flare for 20-something years. And I have no idea why there's so many missing buttons here. But the real story is not, because it used to be, and Jude's in the chat room, we worked at the same Fridays together. It used to be just jam-packed. That's how you did it, so you didn't have to put your pins all the time.
USA all the way.
Here's the crazy thing about this. At the same time that I was waiting and bartending at TGI Fridays, where I would wear this, and you guys know, if you've seen Office Space, you've seen exactly this happen, right?
More flair.
So, and there were rules. Like, you had to wear on your head, you had to have something on your head. Men almost always just wore hats. But for women, it could be anything that was bigger than your fist. So you could wear like a big bow or, I don't know, crap, who the hell knows. At the same time I was doing this, I had a job where I would travel to conventions and be like the booth person at conventions. And I worked with an ad specialty company. And if you don't know what an ad specialty company is, you surely know what an ad specialty is. It's like you get a sewing kit or a pack of matches or like a traveling toothbrush, and it has a logo
branded
on it.
pocket knife you can cut turkey with.
It has a logo of your local dentist on it or something. That's
Right.
That's called an ad specialty. And nobody's having conventions now, but they used to have conventions, and I would go and work the booth. I went around this time, and I would grab all the freebies. And around this time, it was around the time that Desert Shield had started. And my brother, or maybe Desert Storm.
Let me show them some of these while you talk.
Yeah. And they...
Sweet land of liberty.
This is the most American pair of suspenders you could ever imagine. There's this one, Be American, Buy American.
Buy American.
There's this one, which is just a flag with a yellow ribbon. And my brother, of course, like I said, was in the Army, so I'm guessing maybe this was relative. I can't even tell you why there's all these American buttons. Our children deserve a future. Buy American. Alrighty. Another yellow ribbon and flag. USA all the way. Wait, we're coming up on it. Oh, nope. Don't
More
mess
flags.
with the U.S.
More flags.
And then, literally apropos of who knows what, this one. Ooh, how do I do this?
Other way. It's a giraffe.
It's a button that says giraffe,
With
and
a
it has a
picture.
picture of a giraffe, and that's it. What?
All right. I was going to compliment my wife, and she wonders, why do I have all of this America stuff on here for this time? And the answer is because you're not a goddamn communist.
I mean,
But
I'm
then-
not sure.
Then, out of nowhere, the symbol, like, you know how the Republicans got the elephant and the Democrats got the donkey? What do you think the symbol of the Socialist Commie Party is? It's a goddamn giraffe. So in the middle of all this, her subversive commie socialist element, the giraffe, the symbol of everything. Yes, babe.
And then I had, also randomly, I refused to grow up. And Jude, who is in the chat room, who worked with me at Fridays, can tell you without question, I absolutely did not refuse to grow up. I was sort of a stick in the mud square for a very long time. I was very grown up.
Very long
So
time.
I don't know what to do with these, but we got in the car to come home, and I was like, did my mom save my flare for 23 years, really? And Scott took him out of the bag, and he was like, oh my God, we got to tell the folks on SIGLERinPLACE tomorrow. So there you go.
Did I do that? Did I buy American? So that was it was so random. I thought I would share it with you because it came from a Thanksgiving event. And what is Thanksgiving without an awkward family moment? And that was our awkward family moment.
And I will say that my favorite day of the year to work at TGI Fridays, back when I worked at TGI Fridays, was the night before Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Let's go to the chat room. We got some really good ones here. Rob says the long neck of the giraffe is like the long struggle of the working class. Tim Lagar points out so many American flag buttons. Maybe you're trying too hard to appear to be an American. Tim, she failed miserably when she put in that friggin' Communist Party, socialist, super socialist. I can't keep track of all of the things we're told to be afraid of, but she's all of them because she's got that. She got that giraffe. My flare looks good, dog. Let's check this out.
Your flare actually would get you written up. And Jude makes a good point. There's no wow pins on here. Wows were like if you earned out at your job and were very good at your job. I didn't get very many wow pins.
You get any wow pins?
I must have gotten one or two, but not very many.
Knowing you as well as I know you, I can guarantee you that if there was a pin where the manager was like this,
I would have gotten a lot of goddamn pins. A whole lot of goddamn pins. A lot of them. And then I decided after I graduated from college, I didn't want to work at I thought it would be bad to have gone all the way through college and then go back to the same job I already had, which I totally did. Don't get me wrong. But I thought it would be a better start to try and get a different job. And for whatever reason, I applied at a bunch of restaurants and a bunch of bars, and I was a working server / bartender at Fridays, and I couldn't get a job. And then one day I was like, cool, I'm applying to every restaurant on that same block as Fridays, including the soul food restaurant where the window was painted with their weekly special of crispy pig snoot sandwiches. It was the best thing ever. I went into the restaurant. I was like, hey, are you hiring? And they're like, oh, honey, I don't think you want to work here. And so nice, like this big, beautiful woman and this very nice man. They were like, I don't think you want to work here, honey. I'm like, I think I do. And she's like, have you ever had chitlins? And I'm like, no. And she's like, okay. And she gave me food to try. And she's like, this sounds like it. I mean, it looks like it. And I don't think she was just saying because I was white. I think everything was foreign to me. I didn't know what a chitlin was. So she gave me food to try, and she was right. I shouldn't work there because I would be like, I don't know.
You didn't like the chitlins and the pig snoot sandwich?
I didn't eat. No, I couldn't even try the pig snoot sandwich.
I couldn't even try it. I admit I couldn't do it either.
But she's totally right, and it was such a lovely way for her to tell me. And then I went home and I told my mom about it. My mom was like, why don't you just work at Fridays till you find a job? Like, you can make good money or already,
Tracy, yes, Stalin did have a giraffe. He had a full-size giraffe, a golden middle-sized giraffe, and then a little tiny giraffe that fit in the palm of his hand. Joshua Lawyer says, stay strong, comrade.
We are in the midst of watching The Americans, the series.
Oh, my God, it's so good, you guys. So good. Oops, we're back over here. Thank you. Hi. You guys like my flare? I did not know I was going to get flare out of this deal. This is killer. I'm not going to stand all the way up because I might be naked. You don't know. It's Thanksgiving. But I did know. You know what? I'll show them.
Lord.
It's Thanksgiving dinner, and I've already had one dinner, one snack, and now it's time for second dinner, second snack, first dessert. So I put on the stretchy pants. There's one thing I learned from friends. It's watching Joe eat turkey. I'm like, stretchy pants is a very good idea on Thanksgiving. I'm putting on my stretchy pants, and I'm going to work tonight, son. I'm going to work.
Dr. Phil Plate, we are thankful for you as well.
Dr. Phil Plate.
What else are you thankful for?
Oh, I'm thankful for a bunch of stuff. Obviously, Dr. Phil Plate.
Obviously.
Dr. Phil Plate got some drunken texts from me the other day.
Oh, Lord. This happened to several people, I think.
They send us holiday food every now and then, and we had some. And
my goodness.
It was a holiday jam, right?
It was lime, ginger, rhubarb jam. And we opened it, it was canned, so mason jar. So we finally opened it.
And A had made that homemade bread that you saw on last week's episodes, and it was like, I'm gonna guess 11 o'clock at night, and I was having homemade bread with butter and homemade jelly.
It was the night he got Sazerac.
It was the Sazerac night. And I was like, this is some incredibly good food. So I had to start texting Phil and being like, have you had any of that jelly that you guys sent? It's like really, really good, man.
Well, and the thing is, like, I know from having received it that the bad astronomer's wife made it, and so I was like, do you want to text her? He's like, no, I got it. So I don't know what you texted, but the next day you were like, look, don't let me text anything.
Tracy Shank says, get the hell out, rhubarb jam. Yeah, it was seriously legit.
Oh, but the rhubarb,
legit
which
stuff.
is sweet and yummy with the ginger in it, was absolutely out of this world.
Baby, we're done with the regularly scheduled content, I believe. But now,
Are we?
to close out our regularly scheduled content, it is time for, I don't know what's going to pop up. It could be anything. It could be anything turkey.
I put in questions.
I wrote. What's that?
Do we have questions?
Oh, we'll get some questions.
Oh, I see.
I'm just saying we're finishing up the turkey roulette bit.
Okay, all right.
I wrote in several programming languages. I believe one is called COBOL, another one is called BASIC, and another one is called Ruby on the Rails. I wrote all these programming languages in order to search Giphy for turkey-themed GIFs. We have one more to give you, and then I'm done with my allotment. Baby, can you spin that wheel?
Oh, no. Oh, I knew it was going to be that turkey again. I knew it.
Look at that rump shaking off all that gravy. Notice there's a bottle of wine on the right side.
There's a bottle of champagne.
Well, you know what?
On the side
when
there.
you get your deep fried turkey showing up, going like, pour that gravy on me, baby, then pour me that champagne.
And you can tell the types of people at Thanksgiving. Like I love to cook. I've been cooking since my mom was willing to let me in the kitchen, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm all like, I mean, that's gonna get all over. That's gonna get all over the counter.
When you're bathing yourself in gravy, stuff's gonna get all over.
I like that you're just keeping it up there. Just gonna keep it up there for a while. Why not? Why not?
All right, baby. Do we have questions?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to start asking, Colm says that turkey is in a Russian hotel. Yes, that is a compromat turkey right there, sir. Once you partake of the compromat turkey partakes of you. That's how it works out. Let's go to we'll go to chat, baby. What? No, we're going to questions, right?
I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I didn't know that turkey gif roulette was coming.
Yeah, surprise. Well, she should know. It's our 16th straight year of doing this on our live stream.
27th.
No, the 27th is Christmas.
Oh.
I see how you got him confused now. It's very obvious how you got him confused. Let's go to questions. Let's see what we get in question gif roulette. Quick questions. Quick questions. Questions. That's it. It looks like a rap because it's got the 3Q. Quick questions. But that's all I got out of it. That's my song. It's not even a song. It's just a rap with one word written. Quick questions. That's all I got. That's it. All right, let's go.
I'm not sure that qualifies as a rap.
It sounds like a rap, though. It sounds like it would start out. It's a rap. It's a rap starter kit.
So we're gonna ask some questions, and in between, I want to know the things that you're thankful for. So let's start with. We're going to start with Amy Reed asks, what are your favorite Thanksgiving sides?
My favorite Thanksgiving sides are green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, cranberry jam?
Sauce?
Cranberry sauce, homemade bread, turkey, what
That's
else?
not a side.
Apple pie, ham, spiral ham, and deep fried turkey. Those are my favorite sides. How about you?
So last Thanksgiving, we were with friends, and my friend Alicia made this maple bourbon cranberry sauce, and it is, oh my God, legit to die for. It was so good, and it's easy to make. So that for sure goes on my list. Mac and cheese absolutely goes on my list, and so does stuffing. But for mac and cheese and stuffing, I find that they are insanely better if you make them into balls.
Gotta make them in balls. Gotta get them balls. You gotta get them balls. You gotta dip them in that gravy. That's what you gotta do right there. Dip them balls in that gravy.
So you do your normal thing, and then you put them in a like make them into like you form a meatball, and you put them in a muffin tin, and so then they get kind of crunchy all around. Oh, that's to die for. I love those, and I love a good pickle tray because I'm a big fan of pickles.
Oh, Phil was trying to be helpful, and he wanted to show us the main. Phil, we opened up with this turkey. We opened up with this bad boy or bad girl. I don't know which one it is, but there's a lot of flesh on that behind. You know what I'm saying? A lot of flesh on that behind. Let's go back to questions. All right, we got some questions. We had some.
Maria
in the room,
said,
babe?
"How dare you?"
How dare I what?
That was her question. How dare you?
Okay. Tracy Shank. No, Jason. Okay,
You're not even going to answer.
Well, how dare I?
I figured you would say, "How dare you?"
I assure you, ma'am, that if your table continues to ask questions, I cannot guarantee when your salad and your appetized poppers will arrive. That's my answer to the question.
Tracy Shank asked in the chat room if Belgians eat turkey.
They do. They eat that particular turkey. They eat Russian turkey. It's very good. Now Jude's sending us photos. Things are jumping up out of control. All right, hit me with the question, baby.
So let's see. Joshua asks, which Siglerverse character would you most like to share a beer with?
Oh, which one I share a beer with? Oh, the Tweety Brothers.
No
question.
question.
No question. I want to.
No question.
I want to watch them get wound up and then ask mixed metaphor questions and then give each other wet willies, and it winds up being a fight on the floor. I will point out that while I love my brother dearly, my brother Irv and I are not the closest of pals going way back when. And some of the scenes involving them, the Tweety Brothers holding hands, or it wasn't the Tweety Brothers, but characters holding hands, and then when the Tweety Brothers get into fights in bar rooms and wrestle on the floor of bar rooms, that's an actual true story of Irv and I. It was the night before Irv's wedding, and we got into a brawl in Hammer and Hank's bar. You could always tell which one Hammer and Hank's was. That was the bar that leaned to the right. So you would drive downtown, there'd be a red 2-story bar. It was just shifted like this. It was incredible. And we got into a fight there because he spit on me. He spit on me.
Right.
And
Well, I mean, you were probably doing something.
I was on the bar giving a toast about my brother who was getting married the next day to the whole town of Sheboygan. I was giving an earnest, heartfelt toast.
And was it a friendly, charming toast?
No, it
or
genuinely
was it a showing his
was
butt toast?
It was a rare moment where I did not say one bad thing. I did not make fun of him. So I'm standing on the bar because the guy who was running the manager of the bar, Derek played football with both of us, so we could get away with anything we wanted to that night. He was down with it. And I look down, and my brother and his buddy are laughing hysterically, barely able to stand. And I'm like, oh, I must have said something very funny. I'm a very funny guy. People tell me this all the time. I get down, and he's laughing. He's pointing at me. And I look down, and there's a loogie on my chest. There's First of all, credit where credit is due. I'm a good, stand the bar. I mean, my sternum's a good 7.5 feet up in the air. I mean, that took a lot of power and accuracy. So I give him props for that. And then I got down, and I start laughing, and I look away, and I did a quad hocker. You know what a quad hocker is?
I almost don't want to ask.
Four reps, turned around. This is Sheboygan. Night before his wedding. Launched a spit missile into his face. That then turned into a fight, and then I gave him a head tap, and he came in, and I got an arm and leg, got a head and arm throw, and pinned him. And Scott Christian took a picture of it. It was great. And somebody else came down and actually tapped the floor. It was wonderful. It turned into a fight in Hammer and Hank's bar. Let's go to the next question.
Actually, I want you to say something you're thankful for.
Oh, I'm thankful for, I said, thankful for pups. I'm thankful for Junkies. I'm thankful for my wife. You're great.
I see.
I love
That's it? You're just bullet pointing the whole thing? You want to talk about the Junkies? You want to talk about your pups? You want to talk about anything?
But you're really putting me on the spot.
Well, I mean, what made me ask? And then I'll do it too, so it's not going to be just a quick thing.
I'll give you my quick impression of this. Like, baby, why don't you tell me what you're thankful for? Oh, honey, I'm thankful for you. Perhaps you should tell us more.
Yeah, I was actually...
Do you have more information on why you are thankful? Perhaps you should look into the camera or the light in your eyes.
This is definitely...
We want more information.
This is definitely a solid point you make. But why I asked was more this, because you struggled a whole lot getting Reese, because you had a lot of struggle that it was somehow taking away from your relationship with your number one dog, right?
Mookie was my number one. Yeah.
And by that time, it was Mookie had been gone 5 years, I think, right? 5 or 6 years. And yet you still really struggled with like, how can I, because I can't love another dog as much as I loved Mookie.
Mm-hmm.
So how you did it was what? What is Reese?
What is Reese?
She's the best pup.
Oh, Reese is the best pup in the world alive today.
And I love that. That's a
That is
sweet way to do
the salutation
that.
I always give to my sweet pup. Okay, baby, what are you thankful for?
So I, not to double down on you, but so I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for the pups. I'm thankful for you guys.
It's
Don't
only
say
one
it.
line. Is that all you have to say?
Well, I'll elaborate on this. As you guys know, my brother's in the chat room. My brother and I spent a little while of our lives out of communication, and it's one of the things I'm the most grateful for, that we're back in communication. We're tight with each other. We hang out with each other. I now know his wife better than I would have ever gotten to know her before, and I get to know my brother in what is really like a really wonderful time of his life. Or he's doing things he's proud of, and he's taking care. He and, like I said last Tuesday, he and his wife run a rescue, or help run a rescue for dogs and stuff. And it's just really, I'm not sure that I would have been, I don't know how else to say this, but sort of man enough to go back to Jude and try to rebuild the relationship. But he definitely was, and I'm super grateful for it.
Emily McGregor is thankful for her husband, who drives to her work parking lot, picked her up, and drove her home as she cried and tried to barf. So that's a good thing.
Is that today because of your migraine? My goodness.
Oh, geez. All right, let's go. Give me another question, Sweet Pea.
Sure.
And,
there was one. Shannon Chevery asked if you put cheddar cheese on your apple pie.
Okay. It depends. If it's, I now have many rules about apple pie. It's a very serious business. If it's fresh out of the oven apple pie, nothing. Straight up, do that apple pie. Don't sully that bit of glory. If it is a store-bought apple pie that comes home, yeah, I'll usually have like a little slice of cheese on the side of that, a little bite of this, a little bite of that, mix it up a little bit. You don't want to be pent up in one place for too long. You got to mix it up. And then if it's homemade apple pie that is then in the fridge, that is ice cream and cheese. And if it's a Dutch Crunch apple pie, which we just discovered this when we took a trip.
He doesn't like it.
Dutch Crunch apple pie, A gets to eat all the Dutch Crunch part, and I get all the rest of it. And she doesn't like the rest of it, and I don't like the top.
Yeah.
It's true love. It's true love, you guys.
Well, at least we're well met when it comes to pie.
Everybody talking about that cheddar. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Quick check in the chat room for questions, baby, and then let's do
We've
another
got
one.
a couple. Hang on. Yes, Rob. I knew that was going to be trouble, Rob, when I said these are my favorite sides, but I prefer them as balls. Let's see. Cheddar on the apple pie. So I'm caught up again. Oh, Kim Hansen asks if you like any craft beers, or we like any craft beers. No, he is not a fan. He has. I will say you have had Guinness.
California Creamin' was pretty good.
And you've had Guinness at Guinness.
Yeah, that was all right.
And that was good.
That was all right.
But no, I don't think you do like any other craft beers.
I don't. And I'll get through one, and like the California Creamin', I thought I was like, wow, this is great. I'm fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a craft beer. I'm like a beer snob now. Woo! Look at me. I'm a beer snob. Yeah, it's so good. And I'm like, can I have another one? And I got like 2 sips in the second round. I'm like, oh my god, I need Emily's husband to come pick me up because I'm gonna throw up. That's what was happening.
And if you guys don't know, because I'm not sure that California Creamin' is something that you can get anywhere. It's local to San Diego Brewery, and it is a cream soda. Infused, flavored, scented. I'm not sure how you say it. Pilsner. So it's kind of a combination of a Bud Light.
What's this? Hold on.
And
what's this? PM Wood on the Twitch says just like putting on cold canned peaches on top of fresh hot cod. So he takes deep fried cod and puts canned peaches on top of it.
I mean, I've never tried it.
I can't prove it's bad, but I mean it does sound a little dodgy. But I might have to
sound
try
like
it
it's
sometime.
for me.
Doesn't sound. She's so polite. She's like, I'm like, your suggestion is garbage, and you're gonna burn in hell for suggesting that. And he's like, I don't think that wouldn't appeal to my taste buds.
If you guys like it, that's great. But it doesn't sound like it's for me. So,
and you're also gonna burn in hell. It's true.
So I used to love IPAs around 40, which is almost a decade ago. My tastes changed, and I couldn't really drink too much IPAs anymore. But I used to love like the Pilsner Urquell, the really stinky, really dank ones. And then I couldn't drink those. And then after surprise surgery in 2016, I can't really drink too much beer anymore. So I'll taste a whole bunch of beers, but I can only have a sip or two for who the heck knows why.
Larry Kinney says he just saw a commercial for Reese's Trees. We better stock up.
Oh, we better stock
up.
But there was a follow-up question, which is, okay, what's your favorite scotch? And I think your favorite scotch
all
is
over the place.
Yeah, which is whatever is in his glass is his favorite scotch. I think your like favorite drinking scotch might be Macallan or Talisker. Helicopter overhead.
Yeah.
Party somewhere.
I know I am this will sound very snobby, but I like single malt scotch. I don't like the blends very much. I don't like a lot of all whiskeys, but I tend to like pretty much every scotch. There's a couple places here in San Diego that have a Scotchman, and it's like 17 pages long in like 8-point type, and they have literally thousands of bottles at these places, and we'll go. Danny Baker's been there. Rob Otto's been there.
Yeah, it's a place called the Whiskey House. If you look it up online, Whiskey House San Diego, you can see it's something like 1,500 bottles.
It's incredible,
like that.
and all of that I like. But the mixed stuff. Now the only reason that sounds snobby, except the reason is there are two kinds of alcohol that I didn't get Sazerac on in my youth. One was sake, and the other was good Scotch. Everything else I damaged myself immensely as a younger lad, and there's still a patina of vomit on all the others. Here's some vodka, like, oh, I don't know about this. Here's a Sazerac. I'm like, you go to hell and you die. I don't need a Sazerac ever again. But it was delicious. I will tell you that.
Good to know.
Next question, baby.
I'm looking in the all right, let's go. Here we go.
Rob kills me. Rob says, the Whiskey House was awesome except for all that scotch. Rob went and had a Jim Beam and Coke.
Hey, you know what? If it works for you, that's a man who knows what he likes.
1,500 bottles of scotch. Scotch from every country on the planet, pretty much. And he's like, I'll have a Jim Beam and Coke. A Jack and Coke. Sorry, Robbie. Yeah, I'll have a Jack and Coke. But he knows what he likes. Ross McPherson. Hi, how you doing, Ross? Welcome. Take a look at our Thanksgiving turkey.
Oh, Lord.
It's delicious. It was wonderful, and slap that ass. There we go. All right, here we go.
Samorg asked on a different SIGLERinPLACE. So, Lee Key, do they have any kind of limbs?
Do the Lee Key have any kind of limbs?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they do.
Can you talk about those limbs?
I'll do the best I can without reference material, but they are bipedal, hunched over. They are amphibious, and so they've got gills and they've got all the parts you need to be amphibious. But they've got like little T-Rex arms that actually will reach out and do pretty good. So if you think they're kind of like hunched over like this, and they got little arms like, I'm not good at hand puppets. They'll reach out like that.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, they do. They absolutely do have arms. Every species in the Siglerverse that is sentient has to have some kind of dexterous appendage that is able to manipulate tools. Create, use tools. So everything has something going on that they can pick a thing up with. If they didn't have that, if we didn't have all of these little fancy digits, we would have never evolved in order to make tools. And being able to make tools and make clothing to survive different environments is the center point to giving you that reproductive advantage, which then lets intelligence flourish as you spread across the globe and eat all the other animals, including turkeys.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I need you to give me more than a bullet point answer on something else you're thankful for.
Okay, shoot.
Something else you're thankful for.
Oh, something else I'm thankful for.
Yeah. Because now you got to work a little harder, right? So those are all the right things, right? You should love your life. You should love your spouse. You should love your job, like all that. So now you got to work a little harder. Something else you're thankful for.
Can you just let me turn off the butter ball up here?
Oh,
can you
Lord.
just one time say the value papers? Can you say it for me?
No.
I'm getting the third degree over here.
No.
I'm gonna be sent to the
Listen,
gulag. I'm gonna be sent to the gulag
if your
if I get this
answer
wrong.
is appropriate enough and fits the bill, I will say that.
Are these documents forged? Are these genuine? They
You
don't
just
look
are you
genuine.
really not thankful for anything but those three things?
I am thankful for my family. I'd say the thing I'm most thankful for is the Junkies, and I'm not patronizing, not at all.
No.
Because
But especially this year, this has been important. We get emails. I tell you that this is important to other people, but this has been important to us too.
aside from Olympic wrestler, assassin, NFL field goal kicker, the only job I've ever actually wanted is this job. And I get to do this job because you people fork over your hard-earned dough and spread the stank all over the place. If you waggle the stank, it flies around like gravy. It's nice. But so that's something I'm particularly grateful for. I'm grateful to live in Southern California. It's phenomenal. Sometimes I just call my family when the sky is blue and it's 65 degrees out, and I just laugh on the phone and I hang up. I don't even let them get a word in. They're in Michigan, and I'm like, and I just hang up because it's so good being a kid from northern Michigan and getting to wake up and be like, oh, it's chilly today. Oh my God, it's almost 62. Do I need a sweater? Baby, where are my warm shoes? Where are my warm? No, the ones with the fur, the warm ones.
To be fair, you are wearing fur-lined slippers.
I am.
Right
I'll show
now.
them right now. I'll show you guys right now.
Definitely wearing fur-lined slippers.
You think I'm
right
kidding?
this second.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh Lord.
Fuzzy. What? Warm, toasty. Me and Squeaks in the family, we're about toasty AF is our slogan. We do not like to be cold. We do not want to be cold. You'll find us in a blanket somewhere, hanging out and being warm. All right, what else we got?
So I will tell you that I am thankful. I have, you guys have been through some of this with me. I have had a handful of health challenges in the recent past, and I've been feeling really good for a while now. And last year at this time, I didn't know it yet, but I had a broken heel, and I was having all sorts of trouble. And I just kept thinking, oh yeah, it's your plantar fasciitis. You just don't want to go to boot camp. You just don't want to go to dance class or whatever. But no, it's broken. So. You know, here I am. Let
me bring one in. Don't react until I tell you to go. Okay, we're going to set the scene. What I want you to do, darling, is I want you to show them where your arm was when you could lift your arm before. And then after all your therapy, where you can lift your arm now. But we must capture the dramatic moment, darling. We must capture the drama of the progression that you have made as an individual. Show them scene one, where you could lift your arm when it was originally hurt.
Okay, so that's true. In March of 2019, I got that this frozen shoulder. I actually will show you with this one, but I have to stand up to show you. And Shannon, I'm wearing pants because it's cold here. When we first went to the doctor, I could do this. Oh, wait, that's way too high.
No, you go ahead. I can see you. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
that's
all
as
you
far
got?
as I could raise it when it first froze. And now,
not
quite all the way up there.
Show them the other one.
This one goes all the way up.
So she literally couldn't raise her arm up, and now she's out in the yard just dunking on motherfuckers, man. It's like, chapow! Put it down. And then she stops and she does that turkey waggle. As she gets done, she goes, how you like that gravy? How you like that gravy, son?
I mean, I used to do that, but then one day somebody actually poured gravy on my giant caboose, and then now I'm done. I'm not doing that anymore.
That's my new tagline. How do you like that gravy? That's what do you think? What do you guys? You like my new tagline? How do you like that gravy? I think we're gonna stick with it. I think we have.
That's it. We can have a couple more questions, and
okay.
I think that's it. If you have anything, do you have anything else? Were you going to say something else?
I am. Let's see. I am thankful for football. I am thankful for oddly Cracker Jacks. I'm thankful for Honey Nut Cheerios, which was this morning's breakfast. I am thankful that I do not have frozen shoulder syndrome. I'm thankful for my pals. Thankful for Dan and Rob and the rest of the crew.
Yeah, me too.
They're great. Mm-hmm. They're great guys. Thankful for my nephews and nieces. And let's see, what else? Thankful for bass guitars. There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
So Sean Dyer had a question on an earlier SIGLERinPLACE, which was, has any part of this COVID experience inspired something you plan to or want to put in a future book?
Oh, tons of stuff. But it's the things that have been inspired by this set of events only have served to add a little bit to ideas that I've already had. And I talked about that a lot. I think it was on Tuesday on Sazerac Day, which is an idea that some kind of infectious pathogen has come here from another world or some other thing, and a long time in prehistoric times. And it where it landed, the people who lived there, in my story, it will be an American Indian tribe, proved to be susceptible to it to a degree, but then only the ones who had resistance to it were able to overcome the other one. It's kind of a group think virus, which, go back to communism, them goddamn giraffes. So people lose their individuality, become part of a hive mind. The individuals who wound up being resistant to it were able to fight back and defeat it. That's a cool story, bro, when it's, like a couple of thousand people spread into a geographic area, perhaps, that they don't travel. They don't get out and meet other populations. You look at it now, you get that highly contagious pathogen that gets rid of individuality. People are getting on planes all the time. People are going to church all the time. People are going to Thanksgiving dinners. People traveling all over the country, flying all over the country. You can see how that would spin up dramatically. And the hook to this would be the only people who have innate resistance to this particular pathogen when it comes back a second time are the same American Indian tribes, particularly the people who have been relegated to reservations. And it'd be kind of a cool, like more serious version of Mars Attacks, I guess, where you've got people who have been not treated very well by the nation that they're in, who then become the reluctant heroes of the entire world. So I think it'd be cool.
There is no giraffe tribe, Ramato.
Yep. Well, there's the giraffe party.
No, there's not. There's not.
Guys, I assure you, if A runs in 2024 under the giraffe banner,
everybody's getting suspenders. Everybody's getting suspenders.
Long necks, long troubles, and suspenders. And we're going to campaign real hard. Yeah, babe? Okay. We got time for one more? Or are we done? No, I think we're done.
I think we're done.
All right.
You guys, thank you for spending some of your Thanksgiving with us. It means a whole lot to us that we're with you hanging out with us instead of anything else since we're hanging out here with you. We're thankful for you.
Thankful for you. You guys are all great. Holidays can be a tough time. We're going to keep doing... Wait. Go ahead, baby.
We're going to see you on Saturday. Come back on Saturday, right where you're watching this at 2 p.m. Pacific time to watch SIGLERinPLACE Story Smack about the Karate Kid. Our good friend Rob Otto will be joining us as the Empty Set Movie Maven. And then, of course, come back on Sunday to get the last Q&A of Nocturnal.
Yep.
And until then...
Well, a real quick note. Remember, the holidays can be a very tough time for people, particularly, it could be even tougher now because of the isolation and people having difficult times with jobs that aren't going to be there, etc. Reach out for help if you get frustrated. If you got there's tons of resources out there. We should talk about that. Maybe get that next week. But suicide and depressive thoughts become much more prevalent during the holiday season. We are in the holiday season. Remember that we love you. Be careful. Be smart. Think about these things. Go take us out, baby.
All right. So as we always say, if you have any ideas for SIGLERinPLACE, any questions, anything, the best way to reach us without reservation is emailing info@emptyset.com. As a reminder, we also won't be doing SIGLERinPLACE on the regular schedule between Christmas and New Year's Day. We'll probably do one sometime in there, but we're kind of trying to take a vacation/honeymoon kind of thing.
We will be back on Tuesday, December 1st, with our guest, the audiobook narrator, Ray Porter. Danny, Ray Porter, who is the actor who plays Darkseid in the Justice League movie and is the narrator of Earthcore, and he will be the narrator of Mount Fitzroy. We're going to talk about Mount Fitzroy and his experience reading that book.
So until then, we want you to stay safe, you guys.
We want you to stay smart.
Have to stay science.
And for the love of science, stay informed. This stuff ain't over, not by a long shot. Giraffe Party 2024. Let's get that long struggle
Hey, look,
even
I would
longer.
My nose and mouth would be 10 feet away from everybody else if I was a giraffe.
Ladies and gentlemen, stuffing balls. And let's not forget this lovely as we take you out.
Oh, Lord.
Gonna put some gravy on it.
We'll still dating game kiss, but you won't see it because you're watching a turkey twerk.
It's a twerky on Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is now a new tradition. We're gonna get this Thanksgiving going all the time.
Love you guys.
All right, hold on. Let's get this guy off, and let's give him a big, greasy, gravy-filled Sigler stank giraffe dating game kiss. Goodbye.